morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Great to be here with you. Take a deep breath. I bless you. I honor you. I love you. I bless you. I honor you. I love you. I bless you. I honor you. I love you. I bless me. I honor me. I love me. I bless me. I honor me. I love me. I bless me. I honor me. I love me. O cosmic birther of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our being and carve out a space within us where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of your mission. Let each of our actions bear fruit in accordance with our desire. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and share what each being needs to grow and flourish. Untie the tangled threads of destiny that bind us as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us from our true purpose, but illuminate the opportunities of the present moment. For you are the ground and the fruitful vision, the birth, power, and fulfillment, as all is gathered and made whole once again. I am my I am presence, and I am one with my Father, Mother, God. I am also one with the I am presence of every man, woman, and child upon this sweet earth, the entire company of heaven, the angelic kingdom, the elemental kingdom, and Gaia, Mother Earth. We give heartfelt and sincere thanks for the sacred gift of our life, and we ask our I am presence to consecrate every thought, word, feeling, and action which we express throughout this day with more love and more light for ourselves and our world. We give thanks, we let it be, it is so, so it is, and together we say, Amen, Amen. A few more here. I am prosperity. I let go of the misconception that anyone or anything can withhold from me all that this abundant universe has for me now. I am the open door, and all kinds of riches flow to me now. I am an irresistible magnet with the power to draw to myself the supply of all good things according to the thoughts, feelings, and mental pictures I continually hold in my consciousness. I realize that I am responsible for my life situation, and I have the power to create whatever I wish in my life. As of this moment, I choose to create for myself a life of health, success, happiness, and prosperity. I know that this universe is filled with God's abundance, and I accept these riches into my life now. I choose infinite abundance for myself and for all humanity. I know all of my needs will be perfectly met at all times. Rapid changes come in all aspects of my life as I now open my mind to the unlimited resources of this universe. All of my financial affairs are now in perfect order. I love doing my work, and I am richly rewarded, both creatively and financially. I give my love, my gifts, my all, and I am therefore rich, well, and happy now. I am prosperity. Give thanks, we let it be, and so it is. And we'll finish up with the mighty violet flame. I am the open door for the violet flame. I am the open door for the violet flame. I am my I am presence, and I am one with the I am presence of all humanity. Excuse me. As one voice, one breath, one heartbeat, and one energy, vibration, and consciousness of pure divine love, we invoke the most intensified frequencies of the fifth dimensional, crystalline, solar violet flame of God's infinite perfection that cosmic law will allow. Beloved Saint Germain and your legions of fifth dimensional violet flame archangels, we ask that you blaze, blaze, blaze this violet flame with the power and might of 1,000 suns in, through, and around every thought, feeling, word, action, memory, and belief that humanity has ever expressed in any time frame or dimension, both known and unknown, that is reflecting anything less than heaven on earth. Excuse me. Transmute this energy, cause, core, effect, record, and memory back into its original perfection, and seal it in an invincible force field of God's comprehensive divine love. We accept that this activity of light is being God victoriously accomplished, even as we call. We also accept and know that this violet flame is increasing daily and hourly, moment by moment, with every single breath we take, until this sweet earth and all her life have ascended into the fifth dimensional, crystalline solar realms of light on the new earth. And so it is, beloved I am, beloved I am, beloved I am. And I'll give you a 5-step prayer. Father, Mother God, indwelling Holy Presence, Lord God Almighty, great and perfect Spirit of love and light, I am what thou art what I am that I am. Father, Mother God, this day guide me as never before on a path of happiness, peace, love, courage, freedom, abundance, health, vitality, opportunity, inspiration, creativity, wisdom, integrity, honesty, responsibility, vulnerability, and joy. Father, Mother God, I know it is your will and your wish that I myself and every expression of you in this world experience the happiness, the peace, and the freedom that is the fulfillment of our soul's desire in this realm at this time. Use us this day for your divine and sacred purpose, that we may inspire, empower, bless, prosper, uplift, and heal everyone in our lives, that we are guided to connect with, think about, and manifest as our experience this day. We bless particularly those in great need, in great sorrow and suffering, in great pain and fear, and we invite God's peace and God's grace and mercy into their heart and into their lives as never before. We embrace this world as one earth, one heart, one tribe, one consciousness, one people. We say thank you, Father, Mother God. Thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you, Unconditional. Thank you, Higher Self. Thank you. We love you with all our soul, mind, and might. We love you. And together we say, all is well, and all will be well, and all will be wonderfully well, forever and ever. And so it is. Ashe, Aho, Alhamdulillah, Shah, Namaste, Amen. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you. Meditation, listening to God, prayer, talking to God, sometimes talking for God. Yes, it's a great thing. Good morning. Well, here we are, Thursday, my friends. Clear the throat. Great to be here with you. Thank you for being here. We're getting there. So, 3-Eye Atlas, tomorrow, the new moon, Sagittarius, tomorrow, the shadow of the solstice, tomorrow. Today, actually, we're 3 days out from Sunday today, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we're in the vibe, my friends, yeah. And great to be here with you. Thank you. This is my podcast, Morning Poems and Prayers, and year 9. I think we'll be starting year 10 in a few weeks. Hallelujah. What's it to you? And just a pleasure. This is how I keep my sanity, such as it is, moving in the right direction, in the positive vibe, and it's always a joy to get to spend some time with everyone and anyone who's on the same page. There's Margaret. Good morning. And yeah, thanks to everyone who has donated and supported to my PayPal link this year, and who has booked a one-to-one session with me, or has dropped into my Zoom calls, or looked at my videos for LifeWave. We did another one last night. We have a fantastic group, and we're really making some good progress together. It's a very exciting project to be shifting the paradigm consciously every day, and dancing with my own and others' fear, confusion, doubt, resistance, openness, hope, courage, and faith. That's part of the picture, and just wonderful people that have been on my journey here this year, in LifeWave and outside. Tessa, Misha, Tim, Eds, and my new friends there, Maya, Monica, Anna, Magdalene, Goran, Adon, and this past year, Eileen, Janet, Miranda, Henrietta, Declan, my two Declans, James. I know I'm forgetting people. It's been a good long year, and a long list of people that have made the journey here with me and are still making the journey. Bless you. And the Course in Miracles this last year, and Speakeasy this last year, both of whom I've been doing for a while now. And yeah, the market, and getting to sing at the market last week. I sang 14 songs. They couldn't stop me after I got started. It was great fun. And all my friends on the path here, mentioning this week, Livia Devi, Alexandra Wenman, David and Vivica. They have a solstice meditation over the weekend. I'll be at that. Yeah, some wonderful folks, my friends. So, Ali Ray, of course, Nikki Hamid, Judith Kusel, Teresa Lutenager, Helen Quayle, Peter Hansen, Mario Cabral. I'm feeling quite nostalgic here this morning, as you can see. But it's wonderful to have these moments to share with people, to share with your good selves out there. Yeah. So let me know what you're grateful for in the comments, if you have a mind to do so. All right. And so I'll be here for the next hour. Ann Tucker, and her amazing 40 days of meditation, which we're on day 30 now, from the Mother of Creation. That's been extraordinary. And of course, good old Patricia Coder-Robles, who really got this whole party started back in 2016. Patricia, who's been doing weekly transmissions every single week for the last 9 years, until she was guided to take a 2-month break here. Yeah, we're coming to the end of that break. We'll see what she has to say when she comes back from her retreat. It's exciting. Addie Lamborn, of course, Patricia's videographer and a mystic and a teacher in her own right. Can't get through an episode without mentioning Brother Stefan Burns, who's on not one but 2 new double interviews. He's with Eileen McCusack of the Tuning Forks, and he's also with Barbara Hand Clow. Both, of course, about 3i Atlas. That is really the headlines. It turned gold, this comet, which keeps changing course, changing speed, changing the amount of light it puts out, changing colors, red to green to gold. I think there was some blue in there. Yeah, it's getting our attention. And if you can't control it and it's not human, does that mean it's a threat to you? And then we have, synchronistically, a guy named Steven Spielberg, who's just released a trailer for a brand new sci-fi movie about contact called Disclosure Day. And that was interesting. I don't know if you've seen that trailer, but that was pretty good. So, and watched this yesterday. People are no longer afraid. That's a nice headline. This is a lady talking about the internet in China, and how the Chinese people are being allowed to say things that never would have been permitted up until now. There's no announcement, there's no declaration. They're just suddenly allowed to get away with things and talk about subjects that before would have put people in serious trouble. So that's a glimmer of hope. That's a wonderful glimmer of hope. And then I don't know if you're following the Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, Erica Kirk, etc., all that stuff. But that's been pretty wild, very educational. And so the truth will set you free, but it'll usually piss you off first. So be of good cheer, as we say. Let's go with Jeff Foster. We'll start off with a poem here for today. Well, I have Eileen and Abraham too, don't I? Why don't I just jump to that and then we'll go to Jeff. Whee! And we will do Ann Tucker's meditation here today. You can count on that. And I did some Ann Tucker and Patricia before I got up this morning. Guidance for the 18th of December. Eileen Caddy of Findhorn. Cease straining after anything and simply allow things to unfold. Do not allow worry to bind you and blind you. But learn to cast all your burdens upon me so that you are free to do my will and walk in my ways. I cannot use you when you are tied up with yourself and cannot see the wood for the trees. So relax and let go. Be still and dwell upon the wonders of life. Let your mind be stayed on me. Open your eyes and see me in everything and give eternal thanks. When you can see me in everything, your heart is so full, you cannot fail to give thanks. It simply bubbles up in you and flows out. You cannot hide a heart full of love and gratitude, for it is reflected for all to see. When you are in a state of joy and thanksgiving, you attract others to you. Everyone enjoys being with a soul who overflows with love, for love attracts love. Take a deep breath. There it is. Gratitude, my friends. And Abraham, if you will let your dominant intention be to revise and improve the content of the story you tell every day of your life, it is our absolute promise to you that your life will become that ever-improving story. For by the powerful law of attraction, the essence of that which is like unto itself is drawn. It must be. Take a deep breath. Okay, here's Jeff Foster. To stay close without losing yourself. Poetry time. Oh yes, the greatest challenge and lesson of all. To stay close to yourself in the presence of another. Even when their hearts are broken and raw. Even when they are struggling. To listen deeply without trying to save or fix them. Or be the teacher, therapist, or healer. Without giving them unwanted advice and disempowering them by force-feeding them second-hand, regurgitated answers from second-hand gods and gurus. To make room for another while tending fiercely to yourself. To bring empathy here while offering empathy there. And not getting the two mixed up. To no longer abandon yourself for another in codependency. Yet to no longer abandon another for yourself in narcissism. But to find a loving middle place where deep listening can happen, where painful truths can be told, where true connection can grow, where trauma can emerge into a holding field, where healing can happen and love can blossom without trying to heal or trying to love. Connection through deep relaxation, healing through unconditional receiving, meeting each other in a vast field of presence. This is the work of a lifetime, the work of this moment. Jeff Foster. Take a deep breath. I'll give you some David Vivica here.
The more it happens, the more we're starting to feel. We're becoming more vulnerable, but at the same time more powerful. Sometimes it's feel that, whoa, we feel everything and it's too much, but it's just before we closed our hearts not to feel. But now we feel everything and we can make our choices. And we really feel what is aligned with our heart and what is not. And it's really important right now to be really kind and gentle to ourselves, because you experiencing rebirth. And if you think how you treating this newborn baby, the same way you should treat yourself, that be in the nature and in the silence, because how this newborn baby is reacting to certain loud noise. The same as you. The more it happens, the more we're starting to feel.
Beautiful. Did we get that? I'll post it. That's on my page. Vivica, deep, deep soul, my friend. This is a clip from my recent conversation with David, Maria, and Vivica on Conscious Business Zone. This is from Kathy Mason, our friend. You can watch the entire interview there. Kathy's a bright, beautiful light as well. Bless you. Sahara Celestial. The journey. So they're on over the weekend for a 2-hour session, and I can't say enough good things about David and Vivica. They are the real deal, and they're wonderful, and I'm blessed to have them as my dear friends. Okay, and here's another dear friend, Sahara Celestial. The Journey of 3i Atlas blog post on my website includes what I shared on YouTube plus more, and here's the paragraph. 3i Atlas is also made up of water, the living Akashic record of all life. As it draws close to the sun, the source of life itself, it carries with it a sacred weaving of cosmic geometry and living codes. These ancient codes are imprinted in its icy heart, a library of existence older than our entire solar system. That's so important to understand, to begin to understand that. This ancient being's arrival at this precise time is a profound gift, enabling life on earth and many other beings called to this holy grail of earth to shift into quantum awareness and new dimensions of consciousness. And so its heart showers light as the ice shifts into dewdrops among the stars. Here is a calling to all hearts to dissolve in the embrace of the light, for all frozen hearts to thaw and come alive. That's fantastic. I hadn't read that before. That's really beautiful. Zahara. So she gives us the link of her full channeling there about Three Eye Atlas. And Ali Ray, the light we are lives in every heart. God is. I so love you. Ali Ray, we one. Love is, love is, love is. God is, God is, God is. Okay, I don't think I read this yesterday. This is Livia Devi. And Livia Devi's a flat-out genius. She's also quite cute. And she's got a heart of gold. I'm blessed to be friends with Livia. And she says this: how do you know all this? She's been channeling the seventh dimensional Arcturians. So here she goes. She says, since 2017, I have experienced a sustained, altered state of consciousness that fundamentally changed how information arises and integrates in my cognition. She speaks like Mr. Spock. In a conscious state, complex information emerges with a sense of humor. Complex information emerges rapidly, coherently, and across multiple domains, across ancient knowledge systems, theoretical science, technology, and abstract modeling. In other words, she has access to the higher mind of the universe. When presented with a scientific thesis or structured argument, I am consistently able to extend it by introducing alternative variables, reframing assumptions, or identifying missing symmetries, while preserving internal logical consistency. This capacity did not develop through conventional learning pathways. For an extended period of time, guided by the 7D Arcturian Council of Light, I intentionally minimized exposure to books, television, news media, and other sources of continuous external input. This created a low-noise cognitive environment, allowing endogenous process pattern synthesis, I'm not sure what that means, symbolic integration, I'll look up endogenous, and the nonlinear insight generation to dominate. When asked, how do you know all of this? My most accurate answer is that I do not experience it as learning through accumulation. I experience it as accessing information through a stable, altered cognitive state, can't even read it, that prioritizes the coherence, integration, and cross-domain symmetry. I am documenting this experience as an ongoing inquiry into how knowledge can arise when conventional informational conditioning is reduced, and how consciousness itself may function as a generative rather than merely receptive system. The future is here, my friends, and Livia is one of those blazing the trail for us. Thank you, sweet lady. Bless your heart. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay. Find a few other things here. Shout out to Brenda Maria Williams, my Course in Miracles teacher of the last year plus. Beautiful, beautiful soul. Thank you for all your support and wisdom. Neil Donald Walsh, the yin and yang, the here and there, the here and the there, the up and the down, the hot and the cold, all of it is necessary for you to experience life as you know it. So what came up in Stephan Burns' 2 interviews, I have to re-listen to both of them, honestly. But again, the whole understanding that we have so far about 3i Atlas is that it is an object, obviously, that came from deep space, hundreds of thousands of years in age, maybe older, maybe timeless, maybe billions of years in age, nobody knows. But it is clearly a messenger from not only deep space, but from deep time. And it is, according to Barbara Han-Clow, alchemically activating, others have said the same, the higher dimensional energies, not only of the Earth, but of our entire solar system. And on its journey through our solar system at this time, it's aligned with Mars, Venus, the Sun, we're next, the Earth, and then Jupiter on its way out back into deep space, we believe, so far. That's what we see. Meanwhile, of course, it is, by its nature, it is helping us to affirm that we are not alone in the universe. And of course, I've said this before, and I'll say it again, anyone paying any attention at all would know that for sure from the age of 12 years old, if not earlier. That was my experience. And I had experiences with UFOs in the dream state and perhaps otherwise that got my attention. And they were not scary or difficult. They were just, we're here. This is a fact. Know this. Take this with you. And now we come to December 18th, 2025, when that will be harder and harder to deny and easier to begin to understand and accept. So 3i Atlas, Steven Spielberg's film about contact, the trailer being released a few days before. Stephan Burns, who everyone has been listening to and praising, and rightly so. He is the man of the hour who's got both the scientific and spiritual understanding to look at the information of what's out there, not only about 3i Atlas, but of course about the sun and the Earth's magnetic grid and all the solar flares and how they've been affecting the Earth changes that have been happening with greater intensity. And there are floods and earthquakes and hurricanes and tornadoes and volcanoes and all sorts of things. Shake, rattle, and roll, getting everyone's attention and asking us to deeply and sincerely tune into the earth and make our peace with the Divine Mother in our heart, in our world, and in our universe. And let us do that, my friends. That is what this time is about. And this year was a great blessing for me also to meet with Chief Phil Lane Jr. and Standing Bear and Becky Big Canoe and Chief Black Spotted Horse and Agan Kag and all these wondrous indigenous elders from around the world for 3 meetings out of 4 days at the World Peace Gathering and at the lighting of the 8th fire at the Choctaw Memorial in Middleton. And the Peace Gathering was in Dripsey Castle in Ballincollig. So all of that is on my mind and heart. Lorna Byrne has been putting out lots of great information as well. Here's Diego Berman. Interstellar Messenger, the cosmic passage of 3i Atlas, solstice and new moon synergies, December 18th, 2025. Ready? We'll do this and then we'll do Ann Tucker. Dear friends, as we approach the solstice and the dark stillness of the new moon, Tomorrow's close passage of the enigmatic extrasolar visitor, often referred to as 3i Atlas, is being felt by many as more than a celestial event. In energetic terms, objects that originate beyond our solar system are experienced symbolically as messengers from outside our familiar harmonic field. Their presence can act like a tuning fork, briefly interrupting the habitual rhythms of Earth's electromagnetic and subtle energy environments, inviting consciousness to stretch beyond known patterns as we stand at a seasonal threshold of rebirth. That is the word, my friend, rebirth. The solstice itself marks a profound pivot point. Light pauses, direction shifts, and time feels suspended. When layered with a new moon, an archetypal void, womb, and reset, this passage amplifies themes of initiation and remembrance. Energetically, the presence of an interstellar body during this liminal window can feel like a cosmic knock, awakening dormant codes related to curiosity, origin, and the vastness beyond linear identity. Beautifully said. Many sensitives report a heightened awareness of their place within a much larger cosmic story, as if inner and outer horizons briefly merge. Because such objects carry an unfamiliar frequency energy, sensitive individuals may notice subtle destabilization before integration occurs. This can manifest as nervous system activation, restlessness, sudden fatigue, vivid or fragmented dreams, or a sense of being slightly out of phase with daily reality. Some experience pressure around the head or heart, ringing in the ears, or spontaneous emotional waves that seem unconnected to personal circumstances as the body recalibrates to novel informational inputs. If you feel guided, you may want to listen to the grounding activation in the 3D to 5D activations library for some extra assistance. Emotionally, this passage may stir themes of belonging and otherness, old feelings of not fitting in, memories of transitions, or longings for home, without a clear definition of what home means, can surface. At the same time, the new moon invites release, making this an ideal moment for outdated identities to dissolve. For some, this feels unsettling. For others, quietly liberating, as if a deeper truth is gently dislodging old attachments. On a spiritual level, Atlas 3i is often perceived as activating remembrance rather than disruption. Meditative states may deepen, synchronicities increase, and intuitive insights arrive in non-linear ways through symbols, body sensations, or sudden knowing. The solstice acts as an anchor here, helping integrate these impressions into embodied awareness rather than leaving them as fleeting cosmic impressions. Ready? Final paragraph here. The key to navigating this passage is softness and grounding. Hydration, time in nature, gentle movement, and intentional rest support the nervous system as new frequencies settle. Rather than seeking meaning immediately, allowing sensations and emotions to pass without interpretation honors the new moon's wisdom. In this way, the interstellar visitor becomes not a disturbance, but a quiet catalyst, reminding us at the turning of the light that transformation often arrives from beyond the edges of what we think we know. Have a wonderful day. Much love. Diego Berman. Bibbidi bobbidi boop, my friends. Good man yourself, Diego. All right, let's find some Ann Tucker. So, are you getting the picture? Well, thank you. That'll do. Dancing with Doubt. We did that one. Here we go. This is Spreading a Blessing of Hope. Okay. That's the most recent one. Okay. So Anne's channelings, her videos are about 40 minutes. I just skip to the meditation for the sake of time. And thank you for being here. Thanks for everything you do to make the world a better place. Give me one moment before we dive under the waves again. Exciting times, my friends, yeah? So this will be about 10 minutes, maybe 15 or 20, one never knows. But you will be different on the other side of it. You can be sure of that. Okay.
What was going to happen today? I have no idea. Let's just do it. Let's do this thing. And, oh, I have to take off my pretty neck. I got this beautiful necklace from my friend Shelby, and I got to take it off because I can't channel with necklaces on. So, hold on just a sec. And then, make sure I can get it off. Hold on, yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay, ready? All right, take a breath. Thank you. And let's drop down from our tailbone, a nice thick root that goes down through the floor and down into the ground. And follow it down with your mind as it grows and extends, going deeper and deeper into the earth. Following it down where it's dark and cool. Extending longer and longer. And follow it all the way down to the very, very center of the earth. And when it reaches that center point, feel the root sprout and anchor itself in. And as it does, notice that the root is pulling gently and becoming taut. And feel as that tautness moves all the way up the root. And all the way up your spine, anchoring you securely to the earth. And if I and the angels had your permission to see and work with your energy today, please give us your verbal assent. Yes?
Yes.
It's okay if I can't hear you. I'd like to ask the angels to please help me to be a clear channel of healing and information for every one of us here today and those listening to the recording, for our highest and best good. And please help us to receive this healing and information. Thank you. Okay, I'm sorry there's a little noise outside. Hopefully it's not audible for you guys from the tree guys. I'm going to go ahead and go bring in the Mother of Creation so she can set sacred space. I'll bring in Isla. And she's stretching out into the space. She's moving things around and stirring up the field, creating space for more energy to flow, creating a safe container for all of us. Into this space, I'd like to invite our 3 archangels, and please ask them to clear us of any energies that are not in our highest and best good, any energies that are not our own or that are not in the light. Please clear us. Please clear our field, any objects, clothing. Please clear our technology in the space that we are in. Excellent. All right. I'll go deeper and bring in Isla. Blessings, blessings, beautiful beings of light. We are waking together from a long slumber, and I feel this way too. I feel as if this earth is settling herself after a long nap, and that you each individually are stretching yourselves, just awakened, reaching for new heights, new heights, new heights, new heights, with your arms outstretched, seeing how widely you can reach, seeing what new thing you can stretch into, what new becomings are available to you now. And this long rest period where the light that I am has remained dormant inside yourselves, we stretch together and reawaken it, and it begins to flow inside you. It begins to rise inside you, and it opens you up to a new form of creating, a new form of understanding yourselves, of living within your wholeness, of eliciting from your own container, from all that you are, a more co-creative experience with your reality, one in which your awareness participates, one in which the fluidity with which you are creating is palpable and known to yourself, where you become available for new, unforeseen things, new thoughts and new ideas that rise up before you, and your awareness captures them as never before, as never before. What I wish to bring to us to share together today is an understanding of how hope perpetuates itself in this reality, and how the new time frame as a beginning generates hope in the field of humanity. And we will bring this into ourselves, and it will gestate and become familiar, and we will share it broadly with all who are near and far, all who are available. We will blanket this earth in a field, in a gestational field of hope, and let it settle upon the hearts of all who need it. Take a breath, take a breath, take a breath together, all at once. Ready? And we begin, 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 we begin. This will be fun. I am excited. We are resting yourself, becoming tranquil, becoming peaceful, allowing yourself to sink into where you are sitting. Let the body soften, relaxing, opening, softening, and feel in your body now as I touch gently on your crown with the field of illumination and illuminative power that guides you, that moves across the crest of your brow and over your eyes and down across your ears like a light gently settling around you like a bubble of light, encasing you gently, moving around and between every inch, every centimeter, every micrometer of your embodiment, surrounding you so gently in a bubble of light that is accepting, not transforming, accepting of what you are, encasing, not simply becoming with you, embracing you, yes, embracing all that you are, embracing you to your depth, to your core, every particle of your conscious awareness, of your embodiment, of your beingness is being embraced by the light that I am sharing. And it moves around you and now through you like a whisper, like an untold story that you will share together, like a promise of new things that are coming, whispering through you, gathering up your field within this embodiment, allowing it to come fully into presence with what is the light that I am sharing. It is hopeful light, a sharing light, a giving light, an offering light, a light of promises made that need not be kept in the way that they are initially offered. Promises that contain the air of mystery and flexibility. Promises that are made in the offering of what is most desirous and best for the individual. Promises that are a promise only of good things to come, of what may benefit humanity. A promise that is made with the understanding that promises may change to fit the circumstances as is most desirable by you. A promise of energy and support and love. A promise of faith in your own ability to craft a reality from the love inside you. A promise that gifts to you faith in yourself, hope in your future, and faith in one another. This is what we are creating together. A promise made and gently kept, easing the suffering of all on earth, easing the suffering that may come, the suffering that may pass, and the friendship that remains, that distills in the hearts of those that help, of those that serve, of those that love. Love gestates and expands in the field of hope and hopeful belonging, and we will support it. We will support the love that comes between you. We will support it with this gently held promise. A promise made to simply be, to be alive, to be fruitful. Take a breath and soak in, saturate yourselves in this premonition that you are forming inside you. A premonition is like a promise. A premonition is gently held and sometimes changes and becomes more fruitful the more hope and love is given. And so we are making one ourselves to gift the earth. And take a breath as the embodiment that you are and all that we are together as we share our light now into the center of the container that I have created for this practice and this purpose. And as your light opens from your heart space, feel as if you are gifting a beautiful promise gently made that you will gift your light to this earth in the best possible way you can, to serve all and self, humanity and earth, that you will love yourself, and in so doing, offer up the love that humanity will accept. It is the blessing of hope. It is a lifting energy of hope that we are creating. Allow the body to continue to formulate your own energy field in combination with my own, which I am gifting. And as you feel so inspired, you may pass from your heart out to the center. A promise, gently made, never formed in the strictness of desire by self, given in the offering as an energy once given, is given in freedom. And this is the key, is given away. Because you have more. You have all that you need, and more will come. Thus you may gift it freely and gift it away to earth and to all and to everyone. And know that in so doing, as you take from your heart what you offer of this love, of this care, of this hope we are gestating, of this promise gently made that we are creating as we gift it out into the center, And you may take as your hand takes, like a scoopful of light, and pass it out, yes, to the center. And we accumulate a great pool of love, a great pool of promises gently made, which may land where they will, which are all in the aspirational field of hope, where we hold one another in friendship, and we say to each other, we can craft a world based in freedom and acceptance of each other, where you are gifted and I am gifted, and all feel the healing energies of the loving field of freedom. And allow with each handful of your own gifting, as you let it fly from your fingers, let it be free, without attachment. The energy contains all that you are giving. It is a self-sustaining energy. And you give it freedom. You let it land where it will, without control, without the need to describe or define it. Let it be simply what is needed. Let it simply be what is needed. Let it be the hope that generates the field that is needed for whoever receives it, for all who receive it, for there may be many. There may be many. And allow it to gather between us. And it becomes, yes, it becomes voluble. It makes a hum, a humming noise. A centrifuge forms in the center, and it begins to rise from among us, and it begins to scatter out in all directions, like particles bouncing off one another. It spreads across the great skies of this plane, moving out in all directions, as if each particle of light is seeking someone, something, finding its own attunement, waiting for the blessing to be made, waiting for the time to be right, for the love, for the hope that you gave so freely to descend and to enter into the heart that is yearning, to find itself inspired, to feel the freedom that is offered. The love creates inside them a sense of their own perpetuity, a realization that earth is for living, the freedom to be, to come into the attunement of their own acceptance of that freedom, to accept their ability to find their path, to find a way forward, to become like the freedom that they feel. This is the gifting, a great gestational field of hope that we are creating. Allow it to be fueled by the great moon that glows in the distance, and it gestates and cures itself, becoming increasingly potent, in the light of the day and the night. And let it feel itself rise and fall with each dawn, becoming broader and greater and supporting those who need it, those who feel themselves lost or who have lost, those who are bereft, those who are needing. And the light will fall and dance upon them. And they will not know you, but they will feel your vibration enter their heart space, and it will become the light of hope that generates freedom. A blessing we have given, and given unto you a blessing. For the light that I have shared is still within you. And you will carry it throughout this day and night. You will carry this light and generate a field of acceptance and freedom all around you. And you may enter in this world and do what you like with it. For I gave it to you freely, without restriction, without definition of how it may be used. It is yours, and it will last, and you may carry it with you, and it will last for some time, not forever, for some time, and you may feel yourselves ignited from within with the hopeful prospects of a new and exciting day, a new and generative field of hope and freedom for yourselves as well. I bless you each. I bless you. I say thank you. Goodbye.
Take a deep breath. Extraordinary. My goodness. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Ann Tucker. Brilliant. Well, there you go, my friends. Yeah, that's the top of the mountain for this morning. That is amazing. So we just listened to day 30, Spreading a Blessing of Hope, on Ann Tucker's channeling of Mother of Creation, 40 days, 10 to go. And tomorrow is 3-Eye Atlas. Looking forward to people's experiences. Create something magical for yourself and your world. Shine your light and share your love. Yeah, and I'm just going to bask in the glow of that beauty and that wisdom and that generosity. I'll just do a brief channeling here to close out the week. Go ahead and close your eyes, turn within, take a deep breath. Right, God bless you, dear friends. Relax and release. Relax and release. Relax and release. Such a great gift, such a powerful time, dear friends, such a beautiful moment. We won't say much here, but just to remind you that you are the creator of your reality, and as you align with your freedom and your joy, so you take your power back from the illusions of separation, and dear friends, so you become a light unto the world. In this time of tremendous and unprecedented awakening, healing, and growth, you are the bringers of the dawn, dear friends. You're the way showers, the map makers, the dream weavers. So know that and trust that and expand into that, dear friends. Nothing is too good to be true. Let things be easy, simple, and graceful. Let go of the conflict, resistance, the denial, the doubts, dear friends. You're in a flow of light and love and dreams and fulfillment, the like of which you've never imagined possible, dear friends. This day and the days ahead will be quite different from what you have known up until this time in your world, dear friends. And as you listen to, trust, and follow your loving inner guidance, as you go into peace, as often and as deeply as possible, as you give what you want to receive, as you treat others the way you want to be treated, as you love to be loved, dear friends, and love because you are love, and give the gift of love and peace and light and inspiration, so your life becomes new, dear friends. You begin again in this powerful time of rebirth. 3-Eye Atlas is the trigger, dear friends, the messenger, the alchemical activation. It is the light in the darkness, dear friends. And it is lighting you up, your solar system, your Mother Earth. And it is being co-created with the many, dear friends, throughout time and space, and beyond time and space, dear friends. Consciousness is having a reboot, and your world is the heart of this dream. We love you so. Celebrate, give thanks, stretch your wings and fly. As you reach for the stars, know that we are always reaching for you. All is well. Peace and blessings. Namaste. We will meet again. Okay then. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend, and I hope to see you very soon. If I can help you, let me know. And if you'd like to support what I do, there's a link in the PayPal. Thank you.